What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? Such a Boss here, and today I'll be discussing with you guys my whole series review of Everything Sucks. Take it away, Breakfast at Tiffany's. What's up, you guys? Such a Boss here, and today I'll be taking a closer look at Everything Sucks, the TV show. So I give you the whole plot and what I enjoy about it, why it's relatable to 2020, and the whole thing. So let's begin with the plot. Okay, guys, before I begin, 2020 does suck, but Everything Sucks, the TV show, is really good. It didn't suck. I mean, it's a sucky movie, but it was good though, you know. The class did was a lot of fun. So if you don't know what Everything Sucks is about, it's pretty much about the drama club versus the AV club. They kind of had beef with each other because Luke, the freshman, trying to kiss Kate, which is also a freshman, which is the principal's daughter. You find more about later on in the video. She's pretty much there. As a love interest at first, but like the whole gang just began like high school, and they kind of have met these two high class actors who are bullies, and it's kind of funny to see them work on the show, which is really cool. There's a little bit of a food fight going on. There's a lot of like high school drama, a lot of relationships, and pretty much they teamed up, made forces, and made a movie together. It's an alien movie, which I thought was really funny. It was really cute. I just love the whole show, and I just wish I want more. It takes place in 1996, and I love the 90s. I love the 80s. It makes me want to visit the 90s even more than the 80s at times, because it's like the fall, the end of the decade, you know, almost the 2000s. But it was a really special show, and I just loved it. What a thing to offer. So it's kind of like, if you have time, it's TV 14. There's a lot of like mature adult themes in this show, which I can't really mention on camera, but there's like a lot of like stuff going on because it's high school after all. And I kind of understand it. Some of it I didn't understand because I'm a little too young to understand some of it, but it was such a fantastic show. You guys go check it out. So pretty much the whole season is pretty much about Luke. He lives in Boring, Oregon, which is a town in Oregon. Boring, Oregon. And it just was kind of funny. He just goes to school, and his mom's a flight attendant. He kind of lives on his own. One thing that really grew on the character was when he watches his dad's tapes to understand his dad and his feelings. And so it kind of reminds me of what happened in Stargirl, if you remember from Brainwave. It's kind of like that. Brainwave's son listening to Brainwave's tapes, obviously. It's kind of like that relationship. But then he destroyed it all, and it was really cool. Luke is just a really cool character. He got 2 kisses. He took his girl out to a concert, which was really fun. It was really cute. One of my favorite Luke moments in the whole show. Luke is just a really strong, independent young man, which I appreciate. And I'll show you a picture of the cast, obviously, so I know who I'm talking about. Okay. Next up, let's talk about McQuad. He's almost like one of those nerdy kids, you know, kind of socially awkward kids, you know. And so that's what he is. He's almost socially awkward. Doesn't really like to laugh until like the one episode where he's like kind of full of infection for another character, the Pinecone, because like, hi, knock knock, this is a Pinecone insurance service. How can I help you? And he kind of like started laughing after that. Every time he does it, he got a smile and he started laughing. Cause that one actor is I'll show you the one girl actor. I forgot her name. I'll just Google it for you. But she kind of like that. McQuad doesn't really know how to dress up fancy and impress girls quite yet. He's kind of like a young age, falling to high school. Cause my brother's starting high school. Why not start to watch this show before high school even starts again? Cause I'm a junior, obviously, this year, which is kind of crazy. I just love the whole show. It was really cool. Oliver is in it too. He likes to smoke. It's typical for a teenage guy. It almost reminds me of the guy, Mikey's brother from the Goonies. Kind of reminds me of that, the hairstyle and his trench coat. I love the trench coat, by the way. I need one. I need that trench coat. It was such a fun little character. I just love Oliver. I don't see much of Oliver because he leaves to go to New York, and he hasn't seen him since that episode when he left. I'm really sad he left. At first, I thought he was going to commit something happened to him, but it's kind of sad. Next up, talk about Kate, and then I'll show you the pictures of the cast. Okay, so let's talk about Tyler, then Kate. Tyler is one of Luke's friends. He's part of the AV club. he's kind of fun. He's really funny, kind of quirky at times, kind of cringy. He's all surrounded by a world. It's like really, I love his smile. I just love his hyperactivity. Just kind of like me a little bit. It's kind of like how I fit into high school. If you watch the show, you probably understand. It's kind of like how I fit in a little bit as Tyler, but not a lot. Because I try to flirt with the ladies a little too. You know, he wants to be a ladies' man, just like Saj. You know, sexy hair. You know, getting a cut. You know, it was a lot of fun. Everything sucks. Like all the characters have like something that sucks about their lives. Like something like that's horrible, and that's what much of the show is about. High school emotions and love. Next up, talk about Kate, and then talk about the principal and the mom, and then the whole field trip stuff like that. So, yeah. Next up is talk about Kate. Kate is pretty much a love interest, and then later on she opens up that she's gay because she changed her room, she pierced her nose. A lot of things like the whole thing is really relatable. It's like how my brother is adapting to high school because. It kind of feels like, because my brother's younger than me, and he's kind of changing everything about himself to get to high school. He's changing his clothes, changing his hair, changing a lot of things. That's why I see a lot of my brother and Kate's character in the season, which is kind of crazy, kind of awkward to say that on camera, but it's true. I see my brother, if he ever watches these videos, he knows, shout out to him for being a lovely brother, but it just reminds me of him going to high school. It reminds me of me going to high school, transitioning into my own life, you know? That's what pretty much it is. Kate's mom's story was really sad because it's like, she said this, her mom took her to a fair, told her to skip school for a family affair, just have fun, you know. She skipped school, and then they got pizza, and then they got ice cream, and said, hey guys, how about I get some ice cream? And then after the ice cream, her mom parked the car, jumped off the bridge, and committed suicide, which was so dark, and I was so sad. I started crying. That was like so sad, because like Kate is one of my favorite characters in the whole entire show, and it's kind of sad to see her say those words, and please tell me she's not gonna do that, because like her life's like turning around like a roller coaster, and I'm hoping that did not happen. It luckily did not, which I'm really glad for. Kate is a really strong woman, and I just really appreciated her acting skills. She's just a really talented actress, by the way he portrays her. I love the character. I love the character a whole lot, guys. Let's talk about the principal, and then Luke's mom, and show you the cast, and the Google that one girl. Okay, now time for the principal. So the principal at Boring High dates, so they had a secret relationship with Luke's mom, and Kate's dad and Luke's mom pretty much had, you know what, they started kissing and stuff, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of like awkward at times to see like the relationship, because like they all met at the principal meeting, because the principal was a little bit worried about Luke, because it all started with like, who pulled the fire alarm, and then they kind of had like dates with each other, and Luke kind of, that's what happened to Luke in a minute, because there's a lot of spoilers, I'm sorry, but Luke, so they pretty much had that. Kate and Luke did not even know about it until Luke immediately went to his house after the field trip, and he saw something he should not have seen ever, and this is the most awkward thing. I felt so bad for him, like, oh boy, like, this is my eyes. That's my face I would make if I see that, because that was disgusting. And you don't want to spoil it, plus I don't want to discuss it on camera. It's too disgusting to talk on camera. Sorry. It's like rated R stuff. I can't talk about it. It's on camera. I can't talk about that. You know, I'll get in trouble. So like, there's that happening, and Luke literally just barging on his mom. And, like, and you're like, get the heck out of my house, you know, get the heck out of my house. And the guy portrayed that goal, and he left the house, which is really fun. One of my favorite Luke moments was when he went to the Blockbuster video store, which is an old movie store, if you're wondering. I tried to picture Blockbuster as well, and the cast and the one girl. So him and Kate took the bus to visit his father, and Luke was really awkward the whole time because he's like, he doesn't know what to say to his father. At the very end of the season, you can see this. Hear the knocking at the door, and that was his father knocking on the front door, which is really crazy. Now let me show you the one girl, and then we'll close out the video for you. Really fast, let's talk about Emmeline. Emmeline's one of my favorite characters in the whole series. She really changed a lot. At first she was like this crazy 80s hair, and then kind of mild it down to the 90s hair. She could probably cut her hair or something like that. But it was kind of funny to see that moment. It was kind of crazy to see her like transform into this one like strong woman, and then she kind of like flirts with Kate, and I just like that a lot because they kiss at the very end of the episode, and I was loving it. And I felt so bad for McQuad. McQuad's like, I had no idea. You know, that's how I feel about girls. Seriously, I'm not so worried about a girlfriend, you know. And I don't know if they have a relationship. I know everyone has relationships in life in high school, you know. You don't know who dates who, you know. It's like a game of chess. And I'm working on that goal to get a girl, you know. I felt so bad for my quads. How do I feel about getting rejected by a girl, you know? You have a lot of strong feelings and emotions. I kind of relate to that a lot in my high school years. And it's really relatable to me, because I'm always like that, 100%. Anyone out there in the comments is like my quad? Like me? I don't know. I just was really emotional to see that. So pretty much Emmeline uses, Oliver uses Emmeline as a prop because he uses her as a prop, you know. It's kind of sad. The whole alien stuff is kind of funny with all the makeup, and it's kind of funny. They made a cheesy like, science fiction movie. And Emmeline is just a cute girl. She asked if she wanted to go swimming with her, and they did. They almost kissed once at the whole extravaganza on the rock pinnacles. It was kind of cool. The movie was a lot of fun to see portrayed. It was a lot of fun. I just love the show a lot. There's a lot of AV members. So my favorite drama club moment in the show was like the whole hijacking, kidnapping, because it made Luke drunk, and Luke pretty much just said they want to make a movie, and Oliver trying to like enforcing that, and then they got kind of funny things drew on their cheek, and they got makeup. Luke got makeup on, and Tyler got something on his cheek, and then I don't know what happened to Claude. McCloud didn't really do much in that episode. It was funny though. It was really funny. Kate was there too. Because he was like, the drama club's really mad for them setting off the fire alarm to the water in the theater that ruined the whole set for Uncle Owen. I don't know. It was interesting though. It was very interesting. So you gotta check that out. A lot of spoilers in this show. I'm show you the cast and I'll show you a blockbuster. Right here, this is the whole cast of Everything Sucks. It's just a lot of teen drama, a lot of teen romance, just a lot of fun. One of my favorite moments is how Luke actually asked out Kate, made a little music video of her favorite song. I almost felt like crying there because that's what I wish I could do for my girl. Because that's how I actually feel. I really want to ask out my girl just like that. And I'm too shy. I just really want to make a hit music video for my girl, that like a song that she likes, you know. I just really want to make that in a VHS, and I just think it'd be really fun to do. And I don't know, I just love these characters and love Everything Sucks. It's a really good show, really relatable, seriously. So I'm talking a lot about it on camera. Another picture of the cast. I'll show you a Blockbuster video store because I don't think you all know what a VHS is. VHS. If you don't know what this is, leave in the comments if you know what this is. I told you already. What do you think this is if you're a newbie? This is a VHS, people. It's from the early 80s. One of my favorite things in life. Because every time I go to full recovery, I always pop in a VHS. And watching a VHS is nostalgic to my childhood. Nostalgic to my life. I just love VHS tapes. They're so much fun to watch. It was really cool. I love VHS. Really nice experience. Let me show you the Blockbuster in the 90s. Blockbuster. This is what Blockbuster looks like, y'all. This is like a movie store. One of my favorite stores. I remember going there as a kid, and I loved it. I loved every moment of Blockbuster. I wish I can go back to Blockbuster. And that doesn't exist anymore, sadly. Well, there's some around the United States, but I'm not sure where exactly in the States. I have to Google more about that, sadly. But I love it. At the end of the day, I think Everything Sucks is the really good one to get ready for high school and get ready for the school year. I might have watched a series each year. It's really cool. Kate's mom dating Kate's dad. Luke's mom dating Kate's dad is kind of awkward at times, and it was funny at times. They just because the TP the house. They all start with the TP at the house because Kate's dad obviously wants to complete his bucket list. So that's all that happened. So guys, I'm ending the video now. So I'm gonna give this whole pretty much want to give this whole series a 10 out of 10 because it's so relatable. I love the 90s. I love the 80s. So I think the video now, so I hope you guys like and subscribe. It's Sasha Boss for more videos like this in the future. And leave in the comments what show do you want to see me review next. Peace.